out to me, said make a theme song for my show. Said alright, just give me all the details, man. And my homie says he don't know. Well, if you're gonna pay me big bucks, cause I might should have something to say. He said, you know what I bring, I'm the customizing king, nothing else matters anyway. So is he gonna have guests? I don't know. Is he gonna go live? I don't know. What time will it be? What will you see? I'm pretty much in the dark, but I can guarantee he'll be customizing action figures, getting paint all on his fingers. It's art by Akerman. It's art by Akerman. Tips and tricks and conversation, sharing his gift with every nation. It's art by Akerman. Art by Akerman. You best get ready, cause now it's time for Art by Akerman.
All right, folks, welcome to Mod Squad. This is a crossover event between Art by Akerman channel and Legion's Ladies Live channel. So whether you're watching on either channel, appreciate you tuning in. Today, we are going to be doing some painting. I've got Megs here with me. Megs, how you doing?
Hello, I'm doing well, thank you.
Awesome. I also have Alan from Vine Jungle Figure Factory. Alan, how you doing?
Great.
Awesome. We will be joined by Stacy in a little bit as well. She had a few things to knock out this morning, and then she will be on. So let me see who we got in the chat first. Looks like we got Freaks Figures out there. The artist formerly known as Twizzler19. I'm apparently out there and here. So we got Alan's wife. We got Shannon on. So
yeah, that's my wife.
Yep. We got JMax77. And look at that. Stacy just popped in. Hey, Stacy.
Hi.
How you doing?
I just tortured myself for 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We got Darla out there. I know her, but I don't see her right now. She's taking care of a few things. We got Megs out in the chat and on screen, pulling double duty. We got Kevin McCoy here. Hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
We got Tanya out there as well. Let's see. My son Ty is here. We have William Husted and Legends Collector 1321. Dylan is there. So let's go ahead and see what we're all working on. So I will start with you, Megs. What you got?
So I'll be mostly painting this head. This is one of the Legion's Clan exclusives from the Euro Legions table. I think it's an Armenian statue, if I remember correctly. And I'll also be doing my finishing touches on my Dire Haggis that I painted like months back now, but I didn't finish them, so I need to.
All right, that sounds fun. Then we will go to Alan. Maybe. Hold on. Got to figure out how to doing this on my iPad, and it's not as easy. Let's see. There we go. What do we got, Alan?
I have an Ulik the Troll figure, Marvel Legends, and I'm going to turn him into Beast Man.
Of course you are.
So I'll probably do this head first and do a test on it, and then I'll do the rest of the figure.
Every furry action figure is just waiting to become Beast Man. So
yeah.
Let's see. I just noticed that I got the logo on the top corner. Let me turn that off. All right. We will go to Stacy. Stacy, what you got?
All right. I got 2 heads that I picked up at Leeds Con.
Very
This
nice.
was from Big Head Studios. I think that's where I got this one from.
Cool.
And then I also have this one if I have time.
I really like that one.
Which I can't remember where I got this one. I might have got it from.
I don't know where it's from, but that's the one that Gina used on all your guys' figures, isn't it?
I don't know. Well, it doesn't have, ours don't have goggles on it. So.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, this has goggles. So I was like,
It must be from the same studio though, because it looks almost the same.
Like a Tinker gnome sort of style.
Yeah.
I love it.
Nice.
Yes.
All right. Let me get myself there. So I've got, as is often the case especially when I'm not on screen, I'm working on several different things at once. So I have no idea what I'm going to do today, but I do have these dire haggis out, the big one and the small one. So I have those to work on. I have this Stargate that I'm going to be working on, probably just really connecting it. This came to me. Len sent this to me, and there was like he had it to. I guess somebody had it to where it was glued together before, but they had no support, and so it just popped apart. So I drilled some holes in here. I'm going to be using some dowel rods and hot gluing them in here and trying to connect these. Don't know if I'll get any painting done on it today, but I'll try to at least form the Stargate. I have this rock base thing that I got from Stefan Delator, and I'm going to be painting this up kind of like an ice crystal thing. It kind of already looks like it is a little painted, but that's just really a zenithal priming. So primed it black and then hit it over the top with a white. But that's not how it's going to look finished. That's just the start. And then I've got a bunch of these. There's a line called Morphonauts. And when you backed the Kickstarter, they were like 6 or 7 inch figures, but they had these like little ones that you could get in the Kickstarter that were almost like Battle Beast. And so I've got a few of these primed up, and I may work on some of those as well. So several projects. I'm not sure what I'm going to be working on, but I'll be working on some of it. So
It's always good to have options.
That's right. We had Benny jump in as well. Welcome, Benny. And Jesse Marshall is here. So, and Dylan very much approves of you turning things into Beastman, Alan. He said, Alan knows what's up.
Right. Dylan is my hairy biped friend.
Yes, you guys have very similar likes for sure. I just realized I forgot to turn on my light. I mean, I'm like, why is it so dark in here? Because I'm stupid. That's why.
I've probably got an hour left of sunlight before I have to turn my lights on because the sun sets at like 4:20 here at the moment. So I am looking for the slightly longer days. However much I love winter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a proper. I just love winter. We've had snow for the last couple of days as well, which has been so much fun going out and walking in that because it's so rare here. I love it. I am aware that there are lots of people out there who probably have snow from like October to May, and they're like, I hate this stuff. I had a cousin that lived in Calgary for a time, and he's like, I hate it. I hate snow so much. But it's rare here, so I love it.
I would much rather be cold than hot.
Oh God, yeah.
Because you can always put on more clothes, but you can only take off so many before it becomes inappropriate.
I say that all the time. I'm in there's before Legions Con, we put up a chat with Mark and the Euro guys so that I could get in contact with them during Legions Con if I ever lost Gui. And we were talking about it. We were talking about the weather because they're all complaining that they're cold, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
I'd way rather be cold than hot.
They don't turn on their air conditioning in the hotel. It's so weird.
Oh yeah, Gui wanted it off all the time as well because I mean it made the air really dry, but we do prefer things cold. But
yeah, every year that they come out here, they complain about it being cold and turn off the air in the room. I'm like, dude, I'm cranking that thing on max as soon as I walk in the door.
Yeah, Brian does too. And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm so cold.
65 is the way to go.
I lived up in Iowa for a couple years, and I love the snow. I was good with the cold. But then it would get to this certain cold where you walk outside and like the inside of your nose immediately freezes and gets like crunchy. And it's like, yeah, that's too cold. So.
Yeah, we don't really have that here. I would say like our cold tends to be wet cold because you get dry cold and wet cold. Like you get dry heat and wet heat. So in the sense that like it'll get to like freezing or -1, -2, -3, but it will feel a lot colder because it's wet cold, so it goes to your bones a lot like a lot more. We also get wet heat, which means like 25 degrees Celsius here. I have no idea what that is in Fahrenheit, but it is just way too hot. Like, it's just horrible. Whilst you can go on holiday to like Central Europe and be there and be like, oh no, this is very comfortable because it's a drier heat. But
yeah, where I'm at is pretty humid. We've got a few rivers and stuff. I don't know if that's where it comes from, but it's just really humid. So when our kids come out to visit from California,
yeah,
they always have trouble breathing. They say it's like breathing soup. So
yeah, it can get really bad in August, which is usually why I use some of my holidays in August to take like Fridays off. So I'm only doing 4-day weeks of work because I just can't do full weeks in the summer. But I mean, there's pros and cons. So like Wales in particular is known for being a really, really green land, like really fruitful and good for production of like crops and stuff because we get so much rain. It's a bit of a joke. But that's what creates the humidity here is like you'll have a hot day and then it'll rain and then you'll get a couple more hot days and stuff like that. So it's just evaporation. But we don't get that horrible brownness of summer like a lot of people do.
Gotcha.
So, like I say, there's pros and cons to everything.
Yeah, I'm in Texas, so summer is summer of death. You have a brown lawn and everything browns up when it starts getting hot.
Yeah. So just hot. Yeah.
We don't go outside. We everything we do is inside.
Alan, don't mean to actually correct you, but Dylan says sometimes he's a quadruped too. So
that's acceptable.
Twizzler said that he gets -1 or quite a bit. So, but that's in Fahrenheit.
Yeah, I don't know what that is in Celsius. I don't understand Fahrenheit at all. I know that 375 Fahrenheit is 170 degrees Celsius, but that's only because some of my recipes call for that I know that one in particular because a lot of like recipes are at the same Fahrenheit and I'm like, what is that in Celsius? And then I find out, but that's the only one and I don't know, like I just don't know how it works. The difference between inches and centimeters, I can work that out, sort of thing. But yeah, Fahrenheit and Celsius.
What's freezing for you? Is that 0 or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So freezing for us is 32 degrees. so -1 would be considerably colder than that.
Yeah. So this is one of those things where like the Celsius system makes way more sense. 100 is boiling, 0 is freezing.
You are correct. It makes way more sense.
Well, I mean, yeah, but when you think about it, metric makes sense too, but it's stupid.
Say, I'm in Ohio and it's usually cold, but yesterday it was like, I think it got to high as 65.
Oh, wow.
Which was lovely. But
this time of year for sure.
Yeah, I think that next week though, it's going to be like a high of 20. So that's why everyone gets sick here because, the temperature just goes from one extreme to the next.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be cold now until we might get some. March tends to be quite a nice month, but like March is a bit like that. I remember a couple of years ago in March, we had snow one week, and then the week after, I was outdoors sitting in my hammock. So I was like, wow, this is an odd March.
So if we would come to visit you, what would be the best time of year to come to Wales?
Ooh. May is your almost guaranteed sort of warm but not hot weather. I
Okay.
think May is always a really nice month here. It's when spring is properly kicked in. I really like May. But if you like more autumnal, late September, early October is also really nice. Because
Well,
our autumns can be quite warm sometimes, but you get like all those lovely autumn colours and
Those are my favorite.
yeah, it's yeah, sort of late September, early October is really nice as well.
Well, if I ever win the lottery, we'll come visit you.
Yeah.
we had a couple folks did the math for us. Dylan and Twizzler says that -1 Fahrenheit is -18 Celsius.
Oh,
So.
I will not swear, but that's F off weather. that's like that. And -18 here, we'd all die. We do not have the infrastructure for that kind of temperature fluctuation.
See, I like the Fahrenheit system because I know that if it's below 32, I will put on a hooded sweatshirt or a fleece, but I still wear shorts until it gets below 0. Then I have to put on pants.
Right.
But if it's not below 0, no pants.
Yeah, Brian doesn't wear pants. I mean, he wears shorts most all the time.
Yeah.
And sometimes he won't even wear a jacket. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't.
I won't unless it's below freezing. Like if it's even like 33 or 34, I walk outside, I'm like, nah, this is cool. I'm good.
Kevin's like, they have roads heading south, right, Twist? Yeah, where does Twizzler live again? Is it?
I don't remember.
I feel like it's in the middle in the north. Is that Minnesota? But I don't think he is Minnesota, but that sort of.
Could
I
be.
had America.
Yeah, that was my thinking too. That's where he lived, but I can't remember.
American geography is not great.
Dylan says he's in jeans all year round, which surprises me. I would think furry pants of some sort. So
yeah. I hate jeans. I wear leggings or workout pants.
Yeah.
I liked jeans when I was a kid, but as an adult, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, Minnesota, Twin Cities.
There
Minnesota.
you go.
I do remember shit.
I thought that was right too, but I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah. Well, if 3 of us thought it, because that's what I was like, maybe Minnesota. So I'll never forget where Curtis is at.
Yeah. Why is that?
I don't know, because you talked about Missouri. Missouri?
Missouri, yeah. I've been to Minnesota one time. My grandparents lived there for a short stint, and the only thing I remember about Minnesota was they had pine cones bigger than my head.
Oh, wow. I love pine cones. I collect them.
They had these huge trees, like in this kind of wooded area behind them, and man, the pine cones were like the size of bowling balls.
Oh, that's so cool! I got this one at the Walmart in New Jersey.
Oh, nice!
I brought it home with me. I collect them. I get that in autumn. I go on walks and literally just like, oh, yoink, yoink.
Yeah, I might have to do a trade with Twizzler and have him. I'll send him a figure or something. Have him send me a bowling ball sized pine cone.
I do honestly. I'm tempted as well. I'm like, oh. I can send UK chocolate for pine cones.
Oh, Twizzler said, I thought you knew Curtis because of the artist formerly known as nickname, because Prince is a Minnesota artist. No, I just said that because you ran out of Twizzlers.
Prince is from Minnesota.
I would never have guessed that.
Apparently.
I would have been really low on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that one for sure. Although it is close to where I would have guessed, because I would have guessed Michigan, because I've heard some stories of him like in the Detroit area, so I kind of figured he's somewhere up north, but I don't think I would have guessed Minnesota.
I love that you think of up north as that.
What do you think of up north?
Everything.
Oklahoma?
Gotcha.
Everything north of Oklahoma?
See, Oklahoma is one of those states that I don't think exists, because I've never met anyone from there, and I've never been there, and so if I've never been there and I haven't met somebody from there, it's not real. So,
right.
Yeah.
I just think of the musical.
Like Wyoming. There's no way Wyoming exists. That's not a real place.
Well, Oklahoma exists to keep Texas from falling into the ocean. And it does that because Oklahoma sucks. That's what everybody here says.
Oh.
Well, the orange now.
I was thinking, like, so my only reference to places in America is mostly from movies and stuff. So
yeah.
So like Minnesota doesn't have a good rap in movies. It's like kind of like
Fargo.
Hicksville and like lots of dairy for some reason. Like I'm pretty sure which one is it that has Renée Zellweger in it, and she goes up north. She goes
no idea.
Minnesota. I'm sure there's a Renée Zellweger movie, and she ends up in Minnesota, and there's like a cheese factory or something.
The only thing I know is that I saw her in something recently, and Darla says her face is weird now. Like she's had some work done or something, and it's
no, it is weird. I'll never quite understand. It's just embrace the fact, like, because I work in health and social care, and I have someone we have a statistician who goes through like all the census data, and she's always like, growing old is a privilege because we're basically as a generation we're all living longer than our ancestors. So growing old is a privilege that was denied to the generations before us. So I'm always like,
I mean, I get it if people want to, like, dye their hair or put on makeup or whatever, but when you start like injecting things in your face and stretching things to where you don't look human, you've probably gone too far.
Have you seen some of those videos though where like they put like this girl that has like no teeth and she looks like she's on meth and she puts makeup on and she's like hot, and it's like, wow, that's really deceiving.
Super.
Like, I don't know how to do that. Like, I'm a horrible girl. I don't know really how to do makeup. Like, I do minimal stuff because I'm like, this is just me. I don't care.
Yeah, I've heard you say several times that you're not a girly girl.
No, not at all. Not at all. Like, sometimes I mean, the other day I did wear a dress to work, and I did do my makeup, and I felt real pretty, but that's just, it's a lot more effort. And I don't find it necessary. If you don't like me without makeup, you won't like me at all.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen those AI pictures that people keep doing? of themselves, those are pissing me off too. Because I'm like, all you're doing is showing what you could possibly look like, and to me, it'd make me mad. I'm like, oh, I could look like that.
It's the same thing with all the filters when they put the filters on.
Mm-hmm. I'm not a fan. Because my friend showed me, because we're doing this weight loss challenge. It started last Monday. And my coworker friend, she's on my team. We're in teams, okay? And she shows me a picture that she did with AI. She's like, look, this is what I could look like. And I said, yeah, if you get to the gym.
Man, you're not holding back.
No, I mean to her. Well, and then today she canceled on me. And I'm like,
the whole point of this is to hold each other accountable, though.
Right. Well, like she ate a chocolate covered pretzel the other day and I like scolded her. She's like, you can treat yourself. And I said, we just started the challenge.
Yeah.
I said, you should be okay by now. Like you should be fine right now.
Living off past treats.
Again at day 14. Like
right. We're at day, because we started Monday. So we were at day 3 and she was already eating chocolate covered pretzels. She's like, it's only 1. And I'm like, only 1 can turn into 10. I said, no, stop.
Stacy ain't playing.
I don't know there's a prize for the challenge if you win, but I'm not sure what it is. But I don't know. I'm not even really competitive. Like I'm not a competitive person at all.
Yeah.
But I want to win this challenge.
That's not what that means. But okay.
I do want to win. I mean, if we don't win, it's okay. As long as I, better myself. That's all that really matters.
As long as you win.
Yeah, as long as I win for myself, I guess.
Yeah. Like, we don't have to win, but I better win.
But I need to win. Well, I need to win. Like, I don't need a prize, just to hit my goal of what I want to do.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Totally.
It does.
Because like over from November, from Legion's Con to Thanksgiving to Christmas, I gained 10 pounds back and it pissed me off. So, but I ate a lot of cookies.
I gained a lot between
a lot of cookies.
I gained a lot between Legion's Con and Christmas, and so I'm like, for fuck's sake.
I shouldn't have baked so many cookies because I had to test like every batch I made.
Exactly.
Like as soon as it came out the oven.
That's right. Never trust a cookie. You got to test it.
Yeah, you got to test it. I don't want to give it to other people and they'll be like, oh, it's disgusting.
Well, on a related note, I just discovered Haagen-Dazs ice cream bars. And they are awesome.
Are they good?
Yeah.
I've been eating, they're called Yasso bars. It's a Greek yogurt bar. It has protein in it.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty delicious. And they're like, I think they're like $6 a box. I think they have 5 or 5 in it, maybe. They're pretty good. And so I'll treat myself with those because those are, protein, good for you.
Nice.
I've been mostly just trying to get better, but I have been going on walks and doing exercises, but I have not been. I've been eating mochi ice cream, so because I love it.
Yeah, I've been pushing myself. Last Saturday, I did 2 classes before I had to take Zane to the BMV, which he got his permit.
Nice.
But like, I don't know if you guys it's called a BMV here. I know some places called DMV, but ours is closed in our town, so I had to drive 30 minutes away to the closest one so that he could actually get it. But he got it.
It's closed for a reason, or
it was like a secret thing because everyone's like, well, I don't know when it's going to open, but I guess they weren't following procedures like they were supposed to, so like they got shut down. So now it's going to be like new management, and they're bringing all new people in, and so who knows when it'll be open.
The Texas DMV, like after COVID, because they had the COVID shutdown and whatnot. They just never reopened the same way. So now it's like to get an appointment there, it's like 6 months out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we had two kind of within, I don't know, 20 minutes of us. And after they both closed down during COVID, and then only one of them reopened back up. And that one, like, if you want to get your driver's test done, you have to make an appointment like weeks ahead of time. You can't just walk in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Zane had taken his permit test, like he did it that Friday, and he had failed. He had missed a couple because Brian had taken him while I was at work, and he missed some. So then he studied all night, and we went again Saturday morning. And then that time he only missed 2 questions, so he was pretty pumped.
That's cool.
So, but then now, like the laws have all changed, so now you have to have your permit for 6 months before you can even test. Which he's already 16, which is fine. I told him, I was like, I didn't get my license till I was 18 because back then you didn't have to take the class if you were 18. Now you have to take it until you're 21. But I was like, that's what I did because I didn't want to take the class.
Wait, I am so confused. So you didn't have to take lessons to learn how to drive if you were 18?
Yeah, back a long time ago.
You had to pass the driving, but not the written.
Right, you had to do you had to do the test and everything, but I didn't have to go take a course, and like I just had to go take the test and I passed. So
wow.
But now they changed it to 21, which I told Brian, I said, even though I didn't do that, I think I'm still a good driver. Now I might not be so good at parking, like backing up, but that's why I just don't do that. Like,
yeah, I get you.
I don't parallel park because I don't. Yeah, I'll go and I'll park farther away to find a spot.
I
now,
also
Brian,
think though that like when we were younger, like parents did more like spending time with their kids, like teaching them how to do it. Whereas now kids are mostly, like if they don't learn it in school, they're not learning it.
Right. Yeah, which Brian will be the one teaching, I'm guessing, because he taught our oldest, but which is fine because he does have a CDL, so he was a professional driver at one point.
Right. So here you can't learn to drive until you're 18 anyways.
Really?
Yeah, you can't get your provisional till you're 18. And then you have to do the like theory test, so like the written test. Grease just yelled at me that it's 17, but I'm sure it was 18. I was 18 when I got mine. I wasn't 17. Maybe you can guess it, but you can't. And then you have to do, I think it's 20 hours with a professional teacher with the driving. So your family can teach you how to drive, but you have to do 20 hours with a professional driving instructor. And it costs a bomb. It's so expensive now. It was expensive whenever I was doing it. It was like 20 quid an hour. Now it's like close to 40.
Yeah, like here the school is offering a class, and if you have to put your income in, and if you qualify, you can get it for free. So we'll get it for free, which is nice because it's usually like several $100s to do the classes.
17. You'll be able to get a full car license, right? So at 17 years old, I thought it was 18.
Nope.
When did that change? Well, it was 18 whenever I was learning.
Sometimes
maybe your parents just told you 18, so you
probably. Probably.
Sometimes the question, when did that change, is really the question. How long have I been wrong?
Yeah. Alan. Yeah, you're probably right. I'm probably wrong. But I always thought it was 18.
Yeah, in Texas, they have you can get a farm license. I think it's 15 in order to, if you're driving for your farm.
Oh, yeah.
And then regular is 16.
Well, Kevin just said that he was driving on the farm when he was 12. So
yeah, farm
think
kids
that's-
do that as well. They'll be driving tractors and trucks from like 12. So
yeah. Damn farm kids.
I know.
So Brian got me one of those paint shaker things for Christmas, but I haven't seen it since Christmas.
Is it on Brian's
Did
desk?
he steal it
So
from you?
I think he stole it and then hid it because I have no idea where it's at.
Suspicious.
Well, I've got my Stargate glued together, but I'm gonna need to definitely do some work at the seams and stuff. So, but at least it's together.
Should I be fancy?
That's kind of like when I get the figure obscure all ends. I open it up, I get to look at the pen and the mug, and then within a few minutes it's stolen from me and I never see it again.
Yeah.
My favorite mug that they have ever done was the New Jersey Devil one. The Jersey Devil one. I love that mug. So we got the Jersey Devil whilst we were in Legion's Con. Neither of us were particularly like drawn to it, but I was like, right, when we're in Legion's Con, though, we'll get it because it's kind of fitting. And that means we'll always sort of remember. And then I love the mug and how it has like little falls like on it and for the studio and stuff like that. Like I just love that mug so much.
It's a good one.
It is.
So the only mug I have is Ghost of Christmas Past.
Mm.
That's the only one I have. I use it to drink my lemon and vinegar water in the morning.
I liked the one this year with the hot chocolate mug with the spoon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I only got to see it for about 3 minutes, but
It's
the time
nice.
I saw it was good. Yeah. Mean old Darla.
Oh, she can never be mean.
All right. Back to this dire haggis. Kevin says, "What are you putting in your Stargate?" I'm probably, I don't know. Right now, I've got a Egyptian display that I got from Lone Wolf Labs. It's in my my DTOF. But when we get more Egyptian gods, I'm probably gonna do something with the Stargate with that. So
I am looking forward to getting more.
yeah, I really like those. I am muting to use my heat gun.
Okay.
What's that blue going on, Stacy?
I don't know.
That's a nice blue.
Yeah, I like it. I'm trying to debate what I want to do because I never have a plan.
It's almost a blurple.
Yeah, it's like it's an ultramarine.
Ooh.
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, oh, I don't know. I can use it for something. Yeah, I like that. I should really start having a plan before I start stuff.
Overrated.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I just kind of
wing it.
I have a bit of an idea of what I'm gonna do, and then it can change. Like I think I'm gonna.
Sometimes the plan is to improvise.
Yeah.
Okay, I needed to mix up some epoxy buddy here for this beast man. Looks really weird without a widow's peak. So I have to put it on. He has this Ulik the troll has quite the forehead.
Rarely have I had a plan that I've had that didn't change. So I've just, for the most part, stopped planning.
Yeah. It's like I plan by picking the heads out the day before and priming them.
Yeah, I have just
That's
a general idea is the best that I can do. But like I know Emil, when he's doing like his tributes and stuff, like he puts all the parts together and then he takes a picture of it and then he pulls it into an app that he starts like changing the colors on in the on his iPad and stuff. It's like, yeah, no, I'm not doing all that.
Yeah, that's fancy. A lot.
Yeah, I mean, if it works for you, that's cool, but that's too much like work for me. Twizzler says, did anybody order any of the new Cosmic Heads packs? I'm very excited for these and ordered a bunch. Any of you guys?
I have not. No, I think I was watching it the other day, and I do think it's a really cool concept and idea. I think because I do think that if they did it in Mythics, people would be biting their heads off for them. I know a lot of people are complaining, and for whatever reasons that is. I mean, I'm not a Cosmic Legionnaire, but I did I loved the snake pack. I think that looked really cool. And I also love the one that the gunner, so because it looks like a diving helmet.
Yeah,
it does.
And I like when they did them all in a row, my eye was like always drawn to that one. It reminded me very much of Scooby-Doo. So
yeah. I haven't really seen anybody complaining. Maybe I missed it. A lot of people were pretty excited.
It's one of those sad things because I watch things on the replay. So when I watched Jeremy and Eric on the Mythic Conversation show, I went on to comment to say, "Oh, like the variety that you're offering here is really cool." There's loads of people like complaining about "Oh, we haven't had a full wave. This is the death of Cosmic Legions and all the rest of it."
Gotcha.
So
they sound like fun people.
Don't they?
Yeah.
Don't they just? So
I'm sorry, your toys are inadequate.
So yeah, for me, I'm just like I find the complaining interesting because I'm like, if they started doing head packs for Mythic Legions in exactly the same way, people would be like, "This is amazing."
Well, I think that's what's really cool about this is that it has stuff that can definitely work with Mythic. So
yeah,
it creates some cross functionality. But
I do Motu, and I'm going to order a bunch of the heads because they're just cool looking heads.
Yeah.
One of my favorite quotes that I ever heard was that a man on a mission to be miserable will find many paths to success.
Oh, yeah.
That is a good quote. That is a good quote.
Like it's definitely easier to be miserable than it is to be happy. So,
Yeah.
you know, just kind of lazy to be mad.
Yeah. But yeah, I won't be ordering. I think Gui wants a couple, so I might order 1 or 2 for him if he does. Because it's our anniversary in a couple of weeks, so I've sort of said, hey, if you want a couple, I can buy you a couple as an anniversary gift. So
Nice.
I don't think we've ordered any, but I don't know if Brian plans on doing it.
Meanwhile, our Christmas package to you is still lost in the mail.
Yeah. Meanwhile, that's still lost. We'll get here eventually.
It just takes forever to send something over there.
Yeah, I mean, so again, like I sent Christmas. It's one of those weird things with the postal system. So like sometimes I send things to my sister, and it'll because she lives in Vancouver, and she'll get it in a week. Other times, my Christmas I send her Christmas stuff usually in November. Sometimes it arrives in November or December. In the past, it's arrived in February, March. And I think we sent a code. We did send a card to. I think we sent one to Noah Pratt as well, and he only just got his. So it's one of those weird things where, and I'm like, I sent these all at the same time. So it's just one of those weird things.
I would be nervous that I put the wrong information if I hadn't, ran it by you first.
Yeah.
But that makes me have a little bit more confidence.
Yeah, I'll get here eventually. It'll be like just stuck in customs in the airport or something in London, or because that happens as well. We've had like parcels just sit in London for weeks, haven't we?
We were putting all those packages together, and Darla had written down like people's addresses and stuff for the ones that I didn't have already saved, and she gave me that one for you guys, and I was like, I don't know what any of this means. Like it's not a format that I recognize.
Yeah, the formats are different.
It's like there were hardly any numbers. Everything was all like words, and it was all just jumbled together. And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of our houses have names rather than numbers, unless you're in like a cul-de-sac or like an estate, essentially.
Nice.
Are we all using Curtis brushes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Me too.
I had to look down and check to see if I was. Because I've been testing some different brushes for my next set, and so I had to check to make sure I was.
How ironic would it have been if you weren't?
Yeah, if everybody else was but me.
I bought a set of.
Yeah. Mae gen I yeah.
I'll watch your how they do that, and then I have an Amazon window open the whole time, and the detail brushes I'm using are the one that Arthas,
yeah,
that Arthas recommended, and they're really cool. I'll have to buy more because I'm slowly destroying them because that's what I do. Okay, that is much more Beastman-like. With the widow speak.
Let's see what you got.
He just had a straight off flat forehead.
Yeah, that looks good.
So, it does.
Yeah, you did a great job on that.
Thank you. You know what? Actually, turn that back on.
Oh yeah.
You can see what I added
Yeah.
Yeah. You're working on 2 of them?
Well, he came with 2 heads.
Gotcha.
And it's a good looking head.
Yeah, for sure. Why have one Beast Man when you can have 1,000,000?
You are right. And I'm not there yet, so I want to keep going. I only have like 60. I probably have more than 60.
What was it specifically about that character that made you like him?
You know what? When I was a kid, it was Beastman and Wolfman, the Wolfman from Universal Monsters. Like those were my 2 go-to characters that I just loved. And with Wolfman, and I think it was Wolfman that made me like Beastman, because I think you're exposed to Universal Monsters. At least I was before I was exposed to He-Man. And I think it's that the monster was inside of him, and he was a regular guy who could turn into this really strong, really cool, fierce creature. And I liked that.
See, I never saw any of the Universal Monsters stuff. So, like, my version of those characters was from Monster Squad.
Love that movie. Top 5. Yeah. Top 5 movies.
And Wolfman does, in fact, have nards. So
that, you know what? I've done haunted houses since I was age 10. And that was a rough couple years when Monster Squad came, because everybody wanted to kick you in the nuts. That is where I normalized wearing a cup.
That's awesome.
It wasn't. I can laugh about it now. I can laugh about it now, but that was.
We went to Disneyland Paris as kids for the first time. We were really, my parents had like properly like scrimped and saved to take us as kids, and we did one of those character meals where all the characters come to your table and stuff. And my sister took a very big dislike to the Sheriff of Nottingham, and kicked him in the balls and ripped his nose off.
Wow!
Whoa.
It came out of nowhere. We were like, "What? She doesn't even know the movie," like, because she was like 4 at the time.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was an interesting. I don't know what happened there.
I've never been kicked out of Disney.
Yeah. So, we just didn't have any bad guys come to our table after that. I think she was convinced they were going to steal her food, because they had like pretended to do that. My sister does get hangry, so.
Dylan said that that's also why he loves the Hulk so much. I think referring back to what you said with like being a normal guy with this kind of monster inside.
The Hulk was my favorite hero as a kid. And, you know, I still love the Hulk, but yeah. Yeah, that you turn into something, I think, is really cool.
Ooh, brand new paint.
Muting again.
I've decided to give myself more work. was just gonna make this look like an old statue, and now I'm like, ah, no, I should do a pattern and make it look really good. She says, I don't know if I can.
Way.
Oh dear.
I think painting is what I feel I'm weakest at. And I think I feel that way because the window of painting from good from bad to amazing is so wide. You know, something can be painted, it can be sufficiently painted, it can be painted really well, you know, and then it could be amazing, and it's all just painted.
And then sometimes you can go too far and go from amazing and make it shitty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've done that.
In sculpting, which I'm much more familiar with, you know, a lot of times someone who's not as good of a sculptor stops too soon. And in painting, I think it's almost opposite, where you didn't stop soon enough.
Yeah.
And you muddied it up.
Pretty much.
I will say I'm doing pretty good with these brushes because I'm still only on the first set.
That's really good for you.
I bought 3 sets, and I'm cleaning them out after. I'm using brush soap. I'm trying.
Look at you being a responsible painter.
Yeah, these are the only brushes that I actually take care of.
Say I'm comfortable sculpting, but boy, do I feel the difference between sculpting this small and sculpting something regular sized.
Yeah.
It's so much easier when it's full size.
Is that what you do, like, as a living then, or is that your usual medium of?
So I own a haunted house.
Okay.
A haunted attraction. Yeah, when you say, you have to say a scare attraction. I own that, and I own one of them, and I do consultation, and I make costumes, masks, and such for haunted houses and theme parks all over.
Whoa.
So
you like Halloween, huh?
I do. Most of the people who are in my industry got there because they love Halloween. I love monsters, so that's why I ended up in haunted houses.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. I was having a conversation with a friend who lives in America, but she was asking about Halloween, and I was like, yeah, it's not done as much here. Like, you'll have like little Halloween parties and stuff, like kids will dress up, but we don't really do the trick-or-treating. We don't really do there's not really like scary houses. There's not, like, you can find them, but I don't think it's as done, you know.
Yeah, and Halloween in the States, Halloween was, you know, as we celebrate it right now, was invented in the States, you know.
Yeah.
And it's also one of the few holidays it's not tied to any religion. It's just its own thing, and it's fun. And I think that alone is just worth being celebrated.
It's weird because originally it was tied to paganism. The whole idea of like jack-o'-lanterns or carved things were outside your front door was to keep the evil spirits away and stuff like that. Which I think is why it hasn't properly kicked off here, because we still have elements of that told in stories and stuff like that. But
I'll tell you that it's picking up. I know you're in Wales, right?
Yeah, it is picking up. Yeah.
Yeah, over in UK, in England, they have Alton Towers, and they do a real big Halloween thing. You've got Farmageddon is over there too. So there's a lot of good ones.
There are. We have there's it's called Forest Coaster. So basically it's this little roller coaster in a forest. And they do like they do scare nights around Halloween, where like you can go up into the trees and do like rope climbing and stuff, and and then go on this forest coaster, and there's just a bunch of people dressed up as clowns, scary clowns. Which is it's really fun, to be fair, and it's not too scary, because I don't do scary.
I'm a wuss. I hate scary stuff because I could scare myself without it.
Alan, where does Fear of Clowns fall on the list of 100?
44.
Oh, what's number 1 then?
It's the 44th most common phobia.
He does a presentation where he talks about how to take advantage of people's phobias to make your attractions better.
Dude.
I teach a lot at we have haunted attraction trade shows. You guys have 2 over there, but I haven't made it to them yet.
So what are like some of the top ones?
Well, see, the easiest, the top exploitable, which is difficult to exploit, would be fear of heights, which comes in at number 3 as far as but then fear of public speaking, that's really common. What's funny is like fear of worms and parasites is really high on the list.
Yeah, I could get that. As someone who grew up in the countryside in the middle of nowhere, seeing an animal being destroyed by maggots is not nice. It's really gross. So,
well, yeah.
So I can get that. I don't mind bugs, but beetles' legs kind of cling on to you, and I don't like that. Like with
and then there's flying insects is something different. That's its own phobia.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm surprised that clowns is that low. That I would think that would be one of the top ones.
Well, that's an easy one to talk about. And there's a lot that just like you wouldn't mention it, Horses are like in the 30s.
Wow.
So more
wait. There's more people afraid of horses than clowns?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What's to be scared about a horse?
I mean, it's a 2,000-pound animal.
Right. I mean, if they bite you, they're gonna bite down until they feel their teeth.
It's not like they're trying to kill people. They're like.
I think statistically, you're more likely to die from a cow than like a shark.
Yeah.
I think here cows are the number 1 animal that kills people. Because we don't have poisonous stuff here, really. But we have cows.
Imagine poisonous cows.
I know. Cows are really protective. So if people go into a field with like young, that's what it is. Like as a herd, they're really, really protective of their young. So.
And technically, there are poisonous cows with mad cow disease.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
there's not venomous cows, but there's poisonous cows. And like you said, the horse isn't trying to kill you. That's just it. It's big enough it can kill you by accident.
Yeah, that a cow, like people mostly get killed by cows because they're standing between the cow and a fence, and the cow will just lean and squish you.
Like if you told me to guess about horse, I wouldn't even guessed it was on the list, much less higher than clowns.
Mm-hmm.
Birds are on the list.
Birds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't really like birds.
I don't get it. I'm fine.
And there's actually fewer and fewer people who are afraid of clowns because honestly, because of Poltergeist and it, they've been pushed into horror so much that people no longer decorate their kids' room with clowns, which is, we had clown paintings in my room when I was a kid.
Mm.
And they don't do that anymore. Turns out clowns are creepy.
Except for the ones from Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Those ones are silly looking.
Yeah. As you go to sleep, look at this painting of a man in hobo makeup. Okay.
William says, I've been bit by a horse. Their teeth aren't sharp. It wasn't bad. Okay.
Well, that depends on the horse's intent.
Yeah, because they kind of nibble. So that's not too bad. Tell you what you do not want to get bit by is a pig. Pigs are a lot scared because their teeth are like that. So like they lock in. So like if you get trapped, you're not coming out.
Oh.
Because like horses and cows, I think they don't have bottom teeth. They only have top teeth. So you're meeting palate on teeth. So it's more like that. So it's more of a crushing, whilst pigs have like locking teeth. So in terms of actually the creatures that you don't want to get bit by, pigs.
Pigs can also eat you whole.
Yeah. I was actually having a conversation with a colleague about this, how if you need to get rid of a body, have a pet pig.
They got a whole thing in Snatch about that.
Like
the movie Snatch, where they talk about getting rid of bodies with pigs.
Yeah. That and one of the Hannibal Lecter movies had a big pig scene.
Yeah. I think it was used in like Criminal Minds as well, if I remember correctly.
We'll let the head dry and move on to oranging up this body.
Nice.
This guy only has 2 toes. Jones, I'm over here, Jones. Come here.
Oh, hello.
I have the loudest cat in America. Whenever he walks into a room, he has to announce himself. Like just now, he just walked into there's a dog door. So he walked into the dog door. He meowed like 10 times, made sure I saw him, and then he just left. He just wanted to tell me that he was here.
Typical cat behavior.
Yeah, make sure you knew.
Yes.
Our cat will walk around and go, hello. And it's extra creepy.
That is creepy.
Our cat doesn't have a meow. He just kind of goes at you. So the way he communicates, like if he wants outside, he'll make his footsteps heavier. So usually you don't hear him, but if he wants outside, he'll start like banging across the floor. Like he'll make, I don't know how he does it. Pretty impressive, to be fair.
That's what I do in the morning when I want Darla to come upstairs and help me with something.
Just make your footsteps heavier.
I just start stomping, and then she'll come up. She goes like, "Were you stomping?" No, I don't. What are you talking about? I hope she's not watching this, or she's gonna know my secrets.
You think she doesn't already know?
Nah, she has no idea.
Alexa, add 5-minute epoxy to my shopping list.
Got it added to your shopping list.
All of a sudden, people's Alexas go crazy.
I was just thinking that I'm like, what should I add to Alan's shopping list?
When I'm live for my Halloween channel, I'm constantly using it to set a timer or an alarm or something. Because when you're doing shop work, sometimes you need like a 2-minute alarm or whatever for something to set. And someone will complain, and then I will say, "Oh, well, you're in trouble, Curtis." So someone will complain on the live, and then I'll say, "Alexa, set an alarm for 4:30 a.m." Yeah,
that'll show you for complaining.
Exactly. I don't think so. I have this fur shoulder piece. Boy, I don't know what Motu figure this came from, but it's attached to
that is King Grayskull.
Well, I think it came from Splinter. Yes. TMNT crossover Splinter.
Oh, they must have. Is it soft goods at the top, the fur, or is that sculpted?
No, that's all sculpted. It's rubber.
Oh, okay. The King Grayskull one was fur. I thought that's what that was.
But it's the same look.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's textured enough to be Beastman's fur yoke that he wears.
I don't know. It looks pretty textured.
Yeah, I guess it'll work. I'll do that.
With a nice wash and a dry brush, I think it probably would do. Dry brushing can fix anything.
You are correct. Dry brushing and antiquing. And antiquing is just it's a wash with a thicker material normally.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to glue this down without checking to see if the head will fit on with it there. I think that'll be a good idea.
You only live once, Alan.
That's right. I ain't scared.
This dire haggis is actually really fun to paint.
It is. It's like, especially if you've got the furry one, it's got so much texture.
I wish I would have seen those. I didn't even see those.
I don't think they were selling the furry ones, to be fair. I think they gave some of them to people. They were only selling the like hairless ones.
Hairless haggis is a great dancing name.
Yeah, for sure.
I think they actually gave the dire haggis to Gui, and I nicked them because I was like, mine.
That's awesome.
Sometimes it has to be done.
Yeah. there's there's some folks out there in the toy community that their wives don't like the hobby. They don't like that their husbands even do this stuff. So I think when you have a wife that not only is okay with it but actually likes to do it herself, you're like, I don't care. Like you can have whatever you want. Right?
He is pretty good, to be fair.
Yeah.
Shannon doesn't do it, but she is very supportive. So
that's cool.
Yes.
I think Gui is very glad because he was picking me up stuff for ages. So like he'd be like, I got you this Mythic Legions, and I'd be like, why? Like I love that you do it, and I love what you do, and I think they're really nice, but why have you bothered getting me one? now I'm like, do you want to get me? Can I get this one? Or I'll look and select and I'll be like, can I have this one?
See, I bought the first Mythic, so I technically got us into Mythics.
Nice.
Which one was your first?
Aza. Which Brian bought one too the same time. And the reason, I mean, he knew about Mythics before I did. And he was like, oh, we don't need to collect something else. Was the reason he didn't get anything. But then I did. And he's like, well, I guess if you're getting it, then we might as well start. And now, like, that's pretty much all that we display.
Yeah, when I first met Gui, he was pretty much collecting everything. Now it's almost exclusively Mythic Legions. And then I have a couple of things that I sort of pick up every now and then. But again, almost exclusively Mythic Legions. And it is pretty much the only ones that we display. I've got a handful of classic Disney pops. They're up, like they're on my bookshelf. But
yeah, I mean, he still has like a Captain America shelf, and he's got other shelves that have other things, but like the majority is Mythics and Cosmic.
They're good toys.
Mm-hmm.
They are.
And if it's mostly living on a shelf, that is the way to do it. They're beautiful.
They are. They really are. I've always thought that. I was like, even whenever I wasn't really collecting them, I was always like, they are really lovely. Like whenever I was looking at like other things, and then his Mythic Legions, I'd be like, yeah, if I was going to collect any of these, it would be the Mythic Legions. That looks so much better.
And the customizing, no collection is the same. You can have all the same figures, but you've done something with them.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Even because they give you so much accessories and stuff that, like, even if you didn't really do anything but display them, everybody's going to be displaying them slightly differently. Like they'll use one of the different heads, or one of the different hand packs, or one of the different
Kevin says, I've turned into the one that has to ask, are you sure you need that case of Delfinas? That's awesome.
Okay, that has to sit aside for a bit. I got Zip Kicker on it, and now it doesn't want to paint. So
you have what now?
I got zip when I was gluing that fur piece down. I got a little Zip Kicker on it. So
I have no idea what those words mean.
okay, so super glue, right?
Yeah.
Here's a super glue, and then this is what you spray on it to set it instantly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's called Zip Kicker.
Never heard of that before.
This one is called Insta Set, but Zip Kicker, it's like Kleenex. All tissues are tissues, but the brand is. Yeah, but it's a little chemical that makes the stuff go fast.
I've never even heard of that. That's cool.
Yeah, Brian uses that stuff.
And he was just keeping that secret for him, huh? Okay. See how it is.
He probably didn't realize it was a secret.
Thanks, Brian.
Like
appreciate it.
That's yeah. It makes super glue less dumb. Who has time to wait on super glue?
This is gonna.
Okay. Let's do a pass on these eyes.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Gui has got me like a female human head. Well, it's not human; it's got horns and stuff, but a female head. And I'm like, I looked at it today and went, no, I'm still not there yet. I'm still not there for like flesh tones and proper eyes. Could do little animal eyes, but I'm just not there yet.
This beast man shall have green eyes.
I think the green when the orange will look nice.
Red eyes would just look like Christmas.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What?
Like a Christmas beast man.
Yeah. But not out of the realm of possibility.
I was waiting for you to say that you had a Christmas beast man.
Oh, no. Well, I have a Yeti beast man, which is a winter beast man.
Oh boy. I think Dylan probably just dropped his device that he's watching this on. Combining two of his favorite things, Yeti and Beastman.
That's why I combined them.
Right. I need to clean up.
I wish I had more eyes.
Oh, Blake just jumped in. Says good morning, Curtis, Meg, Stacy, and Vine Jungle.
What's up, Blake?
Blake, I did 2 classes this morning. Be proud of me. I burned almost 600 calories before 9 o'clock.
Well, amazing, Stace. Well done.
Blake, I got up this morning. I got up this morning and didn't eat an ice cream bar right away.
Hey, that's an accomplishment.
I'm considering that a success.
After this, I'm going out to breakfast.
Nice.
It's a good plan.
I'm still not sleeping. I haven't had like a full night's sleep in 2 weeks. I keep waking up between 2 and 4 with my cough.
Mm-hmm.
And last night was pretty bad, so I haven't done any work exercise today, but I will be going for a walk after this.
You keep waking up with Mike who?
With a cough. So over Christmas.
Yeah, but
got tonsillitis, and then which has fixed so I had antibiotics which fixed the infection, but I've been ill ever since, really, and I'm still got a cough and a painful throat in the mornings and the evenings. I'm fine right now, but mornings and evenings are tough, and I keep waking up between like 2 and 4 every single night.
So in the UK over there, did they have a rash of, if something was bad, they just remove it, like tonsils, appendix?
I think so. I think if I was, I'm pretty sure this is the only time I've ever had tonsillitis. But I think if you start having it really often, then yeah, they'll remove it.
Which, as an adult, it's very painful to get your tonsils removed. I've heard. My friend actually just had cancer in his tonsils.
Oh no!
And he so he had to get them removed, and it was very painful, he said.
Dylan popped in and said there's a Christmas He-Man. Why not Beastman? Okay. He's also said that he's seen Yeti Beastman and it's a beaut. Blake says he's proud of you, Stacy.
Thanks.
Twizzler says McFarlane Christmas Batman is a great figure. I have that one. It is awesome. And then Blake said, I'm starting my 30-minute mile cycle HIIT training. So,
yeah.
And he also said, hope you get better soon, Meg. And he also said, cancer in your tonsils, and then a big shocked face.
I know. Yeah. Never heard of that before. His throat just was, he had found a lump like on his neck, and that's what it was. Crazy.
Yeah, those necks on the lump, they'll get you. Those lumps in the neck, they'll get you. That's how That's how I found out I had cancer. With a golf ball sized lump in my neck.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So this is your public service announcement. If you feel a lump anywhere, go get it checked out.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you get it checked out quick, it's better for you.
So is yours your thyroid?
No, mine was Hodgkin's lymphoma. So it was the lymph nodes in my neck. So it was originally on my right side, and then when I relapsed, it went to my left side.
Wow.
So it was lumps in my neck both times. I was stage 2A, so the way that I didn't have any symptoms of cancer, but like apart from the lump, and then when they did the biopsy and a PET scan, they found out that it was in 2 or more places in my body, which is why I was 2A.
Wow.
So it was my neck and my chest. So I have scarring in my lungs from the chemo, and then a compromised immune system, because your lymphatic system is part of your immune system, and I have 2 less lymph nodes than the average person.
Wow.
So, but I'm mostly better now. Got some.
That's good.
But that's why, so I'm fully. I've been in remission for 8 years now. So it was 2016, and then again in 2018. So I was 22 and 24, and then so fully in remission now. But that's why we have to do IVF, because I had very, very strong chemo, because Hodgkin's lymphoma is quite aggressive, and it made me infertile. So the second time around, so that's why we have to do IVF.
Gotcha.
So that's the full story. But so it's had its effects, and I do get trauma from it. So like there's certain smells that sometimes when I smell, I instantly get nauseous. Mostly like really, really alcoholic smelling hand sanitizer sets me off every single time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and certain I had to tell my mum that she had to change her washing up powder, because everything because it was the washing up powder that she was using whilst I was going through chemo. And so now anytime I smell it, I'm like, nope. But mostly I am doing good and happy and getting there. Like I say, it's had some ramifications, but
Blake says congrats. His mom has been in remission for 12 years now.
Oh, amazing. Thanks, Blake. Yeah. It's always one of those things, like, cancer's horrible, would never, ever wish it on anybody. I kind of, like, if it is the one thing, if I had a genie wish, I'd just eradicate cancer.
Same.
But I am I can't not be thankful for what I went through, in the sense that it shaped me so much. So, like, it made me realize who I wanted to be and what I wanted to do with my life, and also really put into stark reality who I could rely on and who I couldn't. So, like anything in life, there's pros and cons, and sometimes the hardest things in life shape you the most.
Yep, agreed.
Do I get phantosmia? I'm gonna have to Google that word, Blake, because I don't think I've ever come across that before.
I was talking to a friend earlier this week who's going through a rough time, and I told him, at least for me, I'm sure there's other people same way, that like some of the moments of my life that seemed like the absolute worst or hardest led to some of the best things in my life. So sometimes it's an opportunity to change something about how it, whatever.
Yep.
So
I forget what the paradox is called, but it's the concept of, you're in a bad place, but you won't change. And then something happens to make it worse, and then you change because it got worse. And that turns out way better than it would have if you had
just stayed the same. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
No, I don't get phantasm. No, I don't think so. I don't ever hallucinate smells.
but how would you know?
Yeah, that's true. I don't think I do. I do. There's a distinct memory that Gui and I both have. We were in. We hadn't been dating that long, so I hadn't been in remission all that long. I think it was only 2 years at this point. And we were in the supermarket, and a lady walked by, and she must have been wearing the same perfume as one of my nurses. And I stopped, and it was a total flashback. I was in the hospital room. I knew I felt like I was on chemo for just for a split second. It was like I was back in the hospital room. I was hooked up to an IV. I felt awful. I felt nauseous. I had all the symptoms. And I just stopped in my tracks, and Gui turned around and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No, I'm not." And he just took me back to the car, and then I had to explain what had just happened. He's like, "I've never seen that happen before, but you weren't in the room for a second," sort of thing. But I haven't had that since. But I definitely get very nauseous around certain smells. And I hate going to the hospital because it just reminds me every single time, and it's all the same smells.
I forget which operation it was that I had when I was a kid, but they gave me gas to put me to sleep instead of a shot. And my grandmother's new car had that plasticky smell, and it reminded me of the gas, and I hated going into her car. And every time I went in her car, I would pass out.
Wow.
It's amazing. I think like smells are just one of those things.
Oh, that's the most tied to the brain of any sense. You're more likely to remember something from smell than you are from sight or sound.
Yeah. Blake said he's gone through some serious challenges from chemical war exposure, and he gets phantasmia episodes randomly, and it's really freaking weird. I can imagine. I'm sorry about that, Blake. He says he has random episodes of burning hot metal smells. It's super odd and it's a horrible smell. I literally have a diagnosis for it. I thought I was losing it until I sought medical help. Yeah. I'm glad you got the help, Blake. And I'm sorry that you get that. That sounds horrible.
You know what? It's awesome that you actually sought help, because a lot of folks don't for stuff like that.
No.
Yeah, there's somebody that I know that hates going to the doctor, even when they absolutely need to. If they happen to be watching this episode.
You know who you are.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I don't like going to the doctors or the hospital because it's that exposure to the smells, and I don't like feeling weak, which is why I don't like being ill. It makes me feel a bit lost, to be honest with you. But I am very much an advocate for going to the doctors, getting that help that you need, because I wouldn't be here without it. And I know it's hard. And I mean, your health system is different than ours. I get it. Like, you've got the added trauma of, is this all in my head and I'm going somewhere that's going to cost me money? Like, for us, it's free. So anytime I go to the GP or the hospital, it's free. So,
and while that sounds great, our free healthcare would be a government-run system. And remember our talks about the DMV.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's just a bit
yeah, like I have to be thinking I'm dying if I'm going to the hospital.
That's what I mean. Like, I kind of like, I can understand that, like, there's an added trauma of getting a massive bill at the end of it. Like,
it's like, and I have insurance, but it still costs me, I think it's like 150 just to go to the ER.
Yeah. So I can kind of understand people's reluctance, and I work in health and social care, so I do hear stories, and I do hear stories from people who have had horrible experiences in hospitals. I haven't. I've been very lucky. I had really good treatment and care, but that was probably because I was a 22, 24-year-old female in a hospital. Like, cancer does unfortunately affect a lot of elderly, and they rushed me through on a lot of things because I had more life to live, unfortunately. So I can understand.
Yeah, I think there's also an aspect of sometimes they can find stuff that they feel like they need to treat that might not have been like might not have needed to be treated.
Right.
Like, I know one of the things they have like a thing where you can do a full body scan to check for, cancer and all this kind of stuff. And there's several doctors that'll say, like, don't do that because you're going to find stuff that is going to make you worry that really is not worrisome.
Yeah.
So unless you, like you, in your case, like you find a lump or you've got some pain, or if there's nothing going on, like, don't get like a full body scan.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Also, like, because, like, especially, I mean, MRIs are slightly different, but like if you're doing a PET scan, they have to put radioactive material into your bloodstream.
Oh,
so
yeah.
they like, PET scans in and of themselves are a risk.
Yeah.
Which is why they for like they only give them to you
Yeah, and then they do that thing where they put the fucking lead thing over you, and then they go into another room where they're protected.
Yeah.
It's
You're
like, okay,
So
I'm still in this room, so
yeah, that's just like because obviously like we're only being exposed to it that one time, hopefully. Whilst if we
right.
were being exposed to it multiple times a day, every day for years, then yeah, it'd be a problem. But yeah, PET scans, there's a risk, like whenever you're going for cancer treatment, that's how they find out where the cancer is and if it's gone or not. It's kind of like one of the only detection methods.
Mhm.
But a PET scan in and of itself is a risk because like depending on how many you take, because you're being exposed to radioactive material in your bloodstream.
Yeah.
I think I've had 6. But yeah, there is pros and cons to all things.
Mhm.
But yeah. But like I say, apart from that, I had pretty good treatment, and pretty good nurses and doctors and things. So.
And then we have toys.
And then we have toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's anytime I see somebody like online getting riled up about anything, you
Yeah.
know,
Mm-hmm.
politics or, you know, I don't know, just international things or whatever. I'm just like, I like toys.
It's the best way to be, I think, sometimes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just find something each day to be happy about.
Definitely.
There's this fish market up in Seattle, and they put out a book, and there's actually a video for like businesses and stuff, and it shows how these guys that work in this fish market, they wake up super early in the morning, they go in this area where it's like it's freezing cold in the area where they're at, and they're selling fish, but they're having like the time of their life. Like they're singing and joking and throwing these fish around as people are coming into the shop, and so people go because it's like an attraction.
Yes.
But for
Mm-hmm.
those guys, like that's it sounds like a job that would be a really terrible, like not fun job to have, but they just choose to make it fun, you
Yeah.
know? And
Yeah.
it's one of those like, you know, kind of when you wake up in the morning, like you decide, am I gonna have a fun day today or am I going to be miserable? You know?
Right.
Well, that's
And
what
you can't control everything, but you for a lot of part you can control your attitude.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a key thing, and I think I had this when I got cancer. I went right. Time goes. I was like, this is going to be tough. And so I was like, time goes quicker when you're having fun. So I'm going to try and make this fun.
Yeah.
And like that's just how I did it. I was like, I'm just gonna smile my way through this, and it worked. And most things in life they are difficult, and I'm not belittling anybody's journeys through anything in life.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can make it fun, if you can try and be as happy as possible through it, it will go quicker, and you'll be better for it.
Right. And
Yeah.
it really says a lot thinking positively. Now, you don't have, even though, like, say positive thinking, not everything's going to go your way.
No.
Correct.
But if you have a positive attitude and, it does help rather than being like, oh, my life sucks, you got to think better and it helps a lot.
Yeah.
Blake said that's Pike's Fish Market. Twizzler said, I've been there, watched the video for work. It's actually a fun to go to. And then Kevin says, life's too short to be bent about things that are beyond your control. Make you and your life better and serve others in doing the same as best as you can. So Dylan says, I really appreciate you guys doing the stream. I woke up way too early today, got stuck in a rabbit hole of current events. I'm glad that we can get together and be happy as a group. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Once again, I was talking about with my friend earlier this week that was kind of struggling with a rough time. Like when I went through my divorce for my first marriage, like it sucked and I was miserable and it was not a fun time, but it led to certain things that have made my life better, including like finding Darla. And, one of the other things was as I was going through, like marriage counseling and stuff, trying to save things at the end, I realized that I can't control what anybody else says, does, thinks. I have no control over other people, but I do have control over how I react to other people.
Yeah.
You know, um, and so if I'm in a situation where somebody is constantly putting out negative energy and it's not healthy for me, then I just need to extract myself from that situation.
Yeah.
And sometimes, I've been accused of like burying my head in the sand and not paying attention to certain things in our world. And, that's probably fair, but I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm kind of the same. Will this be important 2 years from now? Will this be important, 5 years from now? I bet it won't.
Yeah. And I'm not, for anybody that is, taking up a cause or anything, I'm not faulting anybody for doing any of that. Like you do what you feel is right. But for me, I'm going to do things that make me happy. And I'm going to, like, I started to, after I went through that, like discovering things like, look at these pretty clouds and there's a deer crossing the road and like just like looking at nature and just appreciating things that I took for granted before. So
I think that's a good way to be.
that's not saying that I don't have bad days every now and then where I do feel miserable, but I think they're much fewer than what they were in the past.
Yeah.
And that, folks, is how you kill a chat.
No, I was just I started doing intricate details.
I was realizing the green belt that I had avoided getting any red on, I was going to base coat red anyway. After carefully avoiding it for the past 15 minutes.
Yeah, usually when we all get quiet, we're working on some sort of details. I figured that's what it was, but I also thought it would be funny to make that joke.
No, we were all thinking, well, glad you're happy, Curtis. That's
the world's falling apart and Curtis is blissfully ignorant.
Yeah, I just don't pay attention anymore.
I don't do news or anything like that. It's what I was saying at Legion's Con though. Like I can be a lot more sort of free to be who I am because I've got Gui at my back because I know that he'll sort of protect me and sort of feel like I come from a very conservative background, so I can be very naive at some times, and he kind of helps me through some of that and like protects me from some things because there's some things that my naivety has saved me from on purpose. But he is very good at sort of making sure that like I'm protected. Like if we go out, I don't even look when I'm crossing the road anymore. I just like if he's crossing the road, it's safe. I don't even look anymore because I'm like, oh, I'm safe, I'm fine. And like at Legion's Con, that's like I can be very carefree because I know that he's got my back, sort of thing. So I'm very lucky in that respect. I don't have to be like fully switched on all the time.
It's much better when you're in a relationship where you put the other person first and they put you first, right?
Yeah.
Like, because then you know that you always have somebody that's there for you. So.
Yeah.
Curtis, how long are we going today?
Typically it's 2 hours, which we're coming up to the end of that. So we got about 9 minutes left.
Okay.
9 minutes.
Dylan says, I think we should be all a little bit more like Curtis. Nobody has ever said that in the history of mankind. So,
We all have to be on more shows.
Blake says, I think more balanced critical thinking chats are super important. Sometimes the tough conversations need to be had. The art of communicating effectively is a lost skill. Agree to disagree is okay. Yeah. Yeah, there's a, I don't know, it's one of those things where it's like nobody's ever won an internet argument, right? Like very rarely are you going to change somebody's mind. So then what happens is you end up with all these silos where people of like mind are just like preaching at one another on stuff that they agree about anyway, because they don't want to listen to the other people. And
that's the problem with social media and algorithms.
Yeah.
It's something that the Euro guys were saying as well. Like, if you're gonna, because they were doing their unpopular opinions like video.
Yeah, I gotta watch
that. If you're gonna post an opinion, you've got to be aware. You've got to be prepared for people to not agree with your opinion. If you publicly post something, like, don't get your knickers in a twist because people aren't agreeing with you.
Yeah, if somebody doesn't agree with you, that doesn't mean they're attacking you.
Yeah.
Right. Everyone has their own. Yeah.
That's one thing that I know Dorclair says all the time. Is like if people feel like if somebody doesn't agree with them, that means they're being attacked. And it's like, no, they just don't agree with you. Now, that's not to say that nobody ever gets attacked, but I think often people are just like, I said something and you commented that you didn't agree with that. That's wrong, and you shouldn't attack me like that. It's like, no, that's not what that is.
See, I have I can see both sides to a lot of different views. So it's like I can understand, this way, and I can understand this way, being that, I did used to work in a jail. So it's like I can see it both ways. So I'm like, I don't have an opinion. I don't care.
Well, I think that's what you have often is that, and it doesn't matter whether it's, politics or religion or anything. Like, you've got a bunch of people in the middle that are pretty open-minded, and then you've got people on one side that are super loud and people on another side that are super loud, and they do all the yelling and back and forth. And then there's all these people in the middle that are like, yeah, I see your points and I see your points, but it is what it is.
So Curtis,
yeah,
it's okay to have a difference of opinion, and just because someone disagrees, it doesn't mean that they're attacking you.
Correct.
Except if you watched last night, Let's Go Off World. Anytime someone picked a different wrestler than you called them stupid.
they were picking Arn Anderson over clearly better wrestlers.
Okay, I just wanted to maybe make that note.
Yeah, no. In that situation, they were just, listen, everybody can have their opinion, but their opinions were wrong.
Right. I just thought that was funny.
I mean, Ric Flair is known as one of the most influential wrestlers of all time, and in the first round, they picked Arn Anderson over Ric Flair. I bet half the people in the world don't even know who Arn Anderson is, but everybody knows Ric Flair.
I'm one of those people who doesn't know who Arn Anderson is. I'm not a huge wrestling fan, so I was kind of in and out of that show last night. But
But you've heard of Ric Flair, right?
Yes, I have.
Yeah,
Woo!
that's my point.
Because his action figure was at Ollie's, which is a discount store for us, for $2.99, and I bought like 20 of them.
I mean, the point I was trying to make to those guys is it may not he may not be on everybody's list, but there's a lot of people's list where Ric Flair is on the Mount Rushmore of wrestlers, which means he's in the top 4 of all time. Nobody, and I mean nobody, even those guys that were voting for him last night, has Arn Anderson on the Mount Rushmore of wrestlers. Nobody.
It's good to know that you're passionate about it.
Even the guys that were pushing for him, they would not put him in the top 4 of all time. But it, like most of those brackets, though, we get to the end and like the person that wins, like that probably wouldn't have been my pick, but I'm okay with it. So
who was your big winning wrestler?
Hogan won in the end.
Ew.
So, well, we weren't voting for a person.
Okay.
We were voting for the wrestler. So I think the only bracket. No, even I was trying to think of one that I wasn't happy with the finish, and I was thinking about the one with the Batmobile, and the ones that I liked did not make it to the end, so that kind of sucked. But the one that ended up winning was pretty cool, even though I'd never seen it before. So, all right. Well, we got about 3 minutes left, so we'll go around and start showing where everybody's at. I will go ahead and go first, just so I'm not putting anybody on the spot. So here's my dire haggis that I've got so far. Have not done the eyes or teeth or mouth or anything yet, but otherwise I think it's coming together pretty well. Doing the same kind of doing the same kind of color scheme on the little one. So got that together. And then
looks like a javelina.
My Stargate I've got now all attached. There's all these like seams where I put them together that I'm gonna have to fill in with like some green stuff and sand it down and everything. But otherwise it is together, and then obviously I'll still have to do painting and everything. And then this is the base for it. So it's like this set of steps, and then it's got this opening in the back that the Stargate goes into. So yeah, so still a lot of work to do on that, but at least I got started. And let's see, next we will go to, anybody ready?
I'm ready.
All right, I will go to Alan then.
So I got, this is kind of how the head came, but there was flat across the forehead, no peak. So that peak was sculpted on. This one, I got the peak sculpted on, and I got the whole head painted. And I even did okay on the eyes. I'm happy with my eyes on their first pass. So that's thrilling. And then his body, I got his armor painted, and I got this fur piece attached. So I'll have this custom done today in maybe another hour or so.
Very cool. I love that head. That came out great. The sculpting looks great as far as like the hair details, and then the paint job is awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
That's really good. All right. Next, who's ready?
I am.
All right.
So this guy is not finished yet, but he's coming along nicely. I think I've gone and made it more complicated than it should have been, really. But I've put some bronze and gold details, and then like filled in all the cracks with a bit of a green. But it's not done yet. But I did finish my dire haggis. So I've done their teeth and their nose and their purpley eyes.
Very cool.
So, Megs, can you pull that head back up?
Yeah.
Is it going to be like gray statue based?
Yeah, he's going to be gray statue based. That was the idea behind it. Is that it's I think like an Armenian statue. Mm-hmm. Rich Jones from the Euro Legions is really into his history, so he commissioned this head, and then it was a Legions Con exclusive. So, and I loved the idea of it being a statue, but I'm making it a bit more of an ornate one.
Gotcha. Because I'm like, I really would have done a base on the beard first, but yeah, I got you. Since it's a statue, those are ornamentations on the statue. Looks great.
Yeah, and then I'll make it look, because it's got all these cracks in it. So what I'll do always like put a wash on it and make it look aged. Probably dry brush some like mossy parts.
Nice.
Twizzler says, I love those haggises, whatever the plural of haggis is.
I like Haggai.
Yeah, Haggai. And you mind showing off your little palette there? Because I thought that was kind of cool.
My little palette?
Yeah, the silicone thing that you had there.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
I got this in Legion's Con, so like during the Paint to Palooza. And it's so good. So basically now I will let this dry, because I only really paint on Saturdays. I'll let it dry and then I'll just pop up all the paint.
Yeah, I've got one of the fidget poppers that I had kind of used for that, but that's really nice. I like that. Okay.
I used my table.
Yes, we have seen Alan. Here, I'll pull Alan back up for a second. There you go.
It's fine.
That works too. All right. Stacy, what do you got?
Okay, so I'm not done with either one of my heads, but
Ooh, I'm liking that hair a lot. That's
her
cool.
and like I thought I could do the dry brush, but I was like, no, I'm going to do big like streaks.
Yeah, that's
So
cool.
I did that. Not done with her face yet. And then this other one.
Very cool.
And like a different thing. Not done with her either, but
do you have bodies that these are going on, or are you just doing the heads?
Well, I'm just doing the heads, but I think that this one here would look good on the engineer's body.
Yeah.
Because I have an extra one.
Yeah.
Or maybe I have another extra something, but I can't remember what it is. So I have to go look. But yeah, I might do a full one of this one.
Awesome.
I think that looks really cool because it looks like blue flames for her hair, and then the other one just looks so much like a dryad, like a water. Like, oh yeah, lovely.
Yeah.
Twizzler says those both pop, and then he says, "Nice work, everyone." So
thanks.
Beautiful. So thank you everybody for watching. We will also be doing a mod squad this upcoming Wednesday because Jeremy's not doing his, so we'll be doing an Art by Akerman mod squad crossover. Although as I look through the chat here, pretty much every comment came from the Legions ladies stream, which is fine. But on Wednesday you will be able to see it on either one. So we will I'll probably put that link up today and get it to Tanya so she can link it to the Legions Ladies Live. So Wednesday we'll be back to do some more painting. Tomorrow I will be on New to Mythics with Schmerber. And then Sunday night I'll be doing something with Joe Gonzalez. I'm not sure what. Anybody else have something that they going on they want to promote before we close out the show?
Nope.
My haunted house is open Friday the 13th, February, and Valentine's Day. So come see a haunted house, get scared with your sweetie.
What does a Valentine's Day-esque haunted house look like?
So we do a Dead by Dark Hour format for off-season shows where you can die inside. And where the actors will put a sticker on you, which is like a wound, like they killed you.
Okay.
So you have to avoid them. And it's a blackout show, and they have LED eyes, so you can see them coming like around corners and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a glow stick. But if you hide your glow stick from them, they can't see you. So that's the concept of this one. But so you can, if someone's about to kill your sweetie, you can uncover your glow stick and get their attention, and then the monster comes to you, and you just sacrificed yourself for your sweetie.
All right. Okay. So like if there's a haunted part about crossing a road, we know Guion will go before Megs because he will sacrifice himself.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, everybody. Once again, like I said, come see us on Wednesday. I'm not sure who's going to be on, but we will be having a good time painting again Wednesday. And then we'll be back next Saturday again for another mod squad. Most likely not a crossover unless Tanya is not able to make it for some reason. So, and until next time, folks, keep creating.